Capricorn, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for mid-February. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this space with me today. I'm in a brand new space. It's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome. Okay. I recently moved, getting settled in, about a week and a half in, where this is the hanging up the picture phase and like the bulk of the work is done. It's a snow day here in New England. It's beautiful, peaceful. I read that when it snows and why it's so peaceful is that it's all water. You're surrounded by water. It's as if you're going to the sea, right? A lot of us don't even realize that. The reason why it's so peace-inducing and still is because of all the water from the actual snow, frozen snow. It's beautiful. I wish you could see it. At some point, I'm going to change the angle of the camera so you can see. I've got 4 windows surrounding me right now. Wow, we can't take all those. We're going straight into your spirit animal guidance, Capricorn. Capricorn. Woo! Oh my, that one to come out. Playfulness. Coyote. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness for the rest of the month, Capricorn. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while, okay? So Spirit is reminding you to be like the coyote. When they travel in their packs, they play, they roughhouse. I have a little Pomsky, and my co-parent came over with our daughter the other day, and they have a Shiba Inu, and these 2 little dogs that are Nordic were, oh my gosh, they were covered in mud, running around, going crazy, and it just brought so much laughter and joy just to watch them. I'm saying that because we all have that effervescence in our lives, so if things have gotten heavy, remember to be silly. Remember that part of yourself when you were a child where you were just in the present moment and you were just happy. Okay, so Spirit is definitely, I'm feeling that energy right now of remember that part of yourself. Okay, if work is stressful or if you're stressing over something going on in your life, remember to be playful. Ooh, 444. A lot of strong guidance. I'm feeling a lot of support around you, Capricorn. It feels like you're going through a heavy time in your heart space. I'm getting that. Blessing in disguise. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor if you've been suffering, okay? Some things may be falling apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there, okay? You could have been going through obstacles, hardships, and it's building character, okay? And it's providing you with strength, and you're gaining experience, right? All life is an experience, okay? I recently lost a beloved friend who was so full of silliness and playfulness, and I have made a promise to myself for the rest of 2024, damn it, in her honor, I'm going to just bring more play and fun into my life. And it takes losing someone, whether they physically have been removed from your life, and they're in, the afterlife, in the spirit world. I'm going to try not to get emotional because this happened just a few days ago. Or it's someone that you deeply care about that you no longer are in communication with. Life goes on, okay? It must. And you can experience the snow falling, and you can experience, little wolf dogs, running around in the snow. There's always an opportunity to take delight, right? For joy, no matter what, okay? And I hope you feel that right now. All right, feeling guided to go with the Light Seers Tarot. Let's pull some cards in. See what's happening, Capricorn. Sorry for my long-windedness. Whenever I tell these stories, I think they really mean something to the tarot itself. I don't say them just to say them. All life is an experience, and I hope you appreciate my vulnerability. I'm a real human. We all go through similar journeys, and I think it's the shared experience that binds us all, right? Because we're all on this journey together. Just don't forget to lighten up, because life is a gift. Every day is a gift. It takes losing someone near to you to realize that, right? Not get too bogged down in our own suffering, right? Okay. Ooh, wow. Wow, Capricorn. Okay. I'm just going to pull these, see what's happening. We'll talk about this. Okay. Wow. I believe you've got someone that you want to give to. But right now, Spirit is saying, current energies, 7 of Wands crossed by the Empress. Spirit is saying, first you must give to yourself, Capricorn, okay? Come back into balance. Oops, that's not in reverse. I think you are trying to come back into balance. You're trying to regain your strength. You're trying to learn. There's something that you're learning about when it comes to your heart space. I think what I'm gathering is at a certain point in time in your recent past, you started to evaluate how you were feeling. And something was lacking. This is about your own stability. This is similar to Virgo where, you know, you have your own stability. This is about your home life, okay? And about the balance and the stability that you need, okay? You could have the challenge is some confusion over someone in your heart, okay? I feel it. You have someone in your heart that you have a lot of desire for, that you want to give to, that you want so desperately to bring things back together. And you're trying to make those critical decisions the next few weeks to feel better about it. Even if you don't do anything about it, Spirit is saying that whatever has happened has been lessons learned, right? Don't beat yourself up for the role you played in anything. Learn from it. Grow from it. That's what Spirit is saying. Grow from it. Grow inwardly from it, right? Because when we know better, we do better. And I'm not saying you did anything wrong. It's not about right or wrong. It's about your contribution, right, to your life experiences. All right, let's go deeper. Because I'm getting this overall vibe of you being pulled in a certain direction. You have someone that you're deeply attracted to. Could be someone who has a lot of fire placements. No, this didn't go with This May Hurt. This is a more modern deck. It's called This May Hurt Tarot. One of my favorites. Ooh, wow. The Devil and the Sun, Capricorn. That's what I mean. This is about your happiness. I think you've been very confused about your happiness. About what makes you happy. You're probing. You're like peeling back the layers, right? Inside. And I think you're trying to figure that out for the rest of the month. All right. Let's go deeper here. All right. I want to look at this 7 of Wands. What are you learning about going within right now? Oh, what you dream of. What do you really, really wish for? Wow. Wow. I think you're trying to get clear this month about what you really, 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 really wish for in your life. This is big picture thinking. I'm getting it. Big picture thinking because you have the strength, the moon, and the sun. And the star over the 7 of Wands. Major energy, major arcana. You're sitting this month. You may even be looking up at the moon from your window or outside at the moon. And it's taking a lot of courage, I think, to either dream new dreams or to have a dream that has not quite panned out. But this is about your internal lens, right? Going within and tapping into a deeper part of you, the soul self. You're looking within deeply. And I think you're trying to figure out what you really want. What you really want to nurture. Do you want to nurture a connection? Do you want to put yourself first? This is deep thinking. I'm getting this deep thinking here. Empress, Temperance. It's hard work. Hard work, y'all. Yeah. Whether you're in a connection or not, it's really not that important at the moment. What I want to discuss with you with the 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and Temperance is whether you may have gone too fast in the past when it came to nurturing something. If you lose sight of yourself when it comes to your connections, typically that connection will crash and burn. because you're not really paying attention to feeding you, okay? Honoring you, listening to you. There was some sort of disconnect that happened, okay? And now it's almost like you're trying to reconnect those parts of yourself that you just sped past. Like, no, I'm just zoom. You know what I mean? I'm nurturing this connection. I'm nurturing this person, this thing, this career. And I don't have time to really sit with myself. But Spirit is saying you need to sit with yourself, Capricorn, for the rest of the month. And I know you want to avoid that. There's a part of you that's like, no, I don't want to do that. Nope. I'd much prefer giving to other people than to give to myself. But I really feel like when you do that, you're going to come into balance and you're going to slow your roll. I think a lot of you are very career driven and you put a hell of a lot of energy into your work life. And this is about coming back into balance and nurturing all the parts of yourself besides your career. Because deep down, you know that's not your source of happiness. It could be your source of pride. Look at that. She's got a great garden, right? She put a lot of time and effort into it. This is, metaphorically, your work. I think you're so ambitious, but temper that ambition, because if you forget to nurture yourself along the way, you're going to lose sight. You're going to lose sight of your life. You're going to lose sight of yourself. Okay, let's go into this King of Wands. You definitely are either trying to save money right now or you're pulling your energy back, Four of Pentacles, around somebody in your life who you consider a point of attraction for you. Like whether it's a friend, family member, someone that you really like to be around them. You like their energy. I'm getting that. Ooh, there's a lot of new growth because of this person. It's a person. Whoa, okay. Wow, you're moving on, trying to reclaim your power over a King of Wands in your life. Someone who's very fiery. This is a very free-spirited person. They have a certain magnetism, we'll say that. They have a certain magnetism. I think that even though this is pretty bipolar here, this is pretty contradictory, Capricorn, I'm not going to lie, okay? Here you are trying to hone it in, rein it in, honor self, be within, go within. You got somebody on your mind, okay? Obviously, you want to give to him, her, whoever, they. There's a challenge here going on about pulling things together. But you have your back turned. You're like, you know what? You're focusing on your own empowerment here, which is beautiful. And you're learning and growing, but you're walking away from something emotionally here. Whether you're walking away from them physically, you are definitely pulling back energetically so you can deal with there's a lot of cups spilled in this situation. There's still some left upright, though. You're walking away from something. Don't walk away from your own growth that this person provided. Don't shun that, okay? Maybe they were just too much, right? If they were too much for you, I think that allowed you to grow, though, okay? I feel like you might have had someone in your life that had a lot of emotion. They were very just, boo, you know what I mean? And it could be a child, it could be, I shouldn't say had. Some of you, you're distancing yourself, whether you're like, okay, I'm not going to have this person in my life anymore, or you're just creating some space, okay? I need some space kind of vibe. Spirit is saying, you're learning a lot about yourself by creating that gap, by creating that space between you and another. And you're learning what it takes to put your own needs and wants first. But I feel like it's the painful growth. This is that painful growth when we have to create space between ourselves and other people in order to see the forest for the trees, right? Yeah, I feel like you could be receiving communication for the next couple of weeks that you didn't anticipate, or you could be wanting to communicate, okay? All right, interesting. We're going to see more here with this Judgment. What happened in the recent past here? I feel like something happened. Something faded. Four of Wands, the Death, the Nine of Cups. Wow. A lot of you have gone through a significant transformation in the recent past around your home life. And you've put a lot of work into your home life. As far as like beautifying your home, maybe buying a home, selling a home. I'm getting home. You made a decision, right, to change homes. And I think that it provides a lot of satisfaction. Wherever you live, I think in the recent past, you either beautify that home. Home is very important to you. You're showing me. It's a great source of satisfaction to be in your home, and it's like a source of comfort. But this decision, right? You could be making a major choice. God, if it comes to your own stability, I think you've made some choices in the recent past that have allowed you to be more satisfied on your own or within yourself. Okay. Whether you have, someone has left your home, and I think it's making you feel a little better. Interesting. I'm getting all these messages about your home life, but I think overall you could risk burnout, because if you had someone who was kind of distracting you from your work life, whether it be a friend or a family member, or you could just be stressing out about this change going on in your home life. But ultimately, it's like 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. It's like you're happy, but you're also tired. Don't work too hard in general. Make room for play, Capricorn. You may be taking life way too seriously. Like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Maybe you're doing a lot of projects around the house and there's just way too much going on. And you're busy, 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 busy. Spirit is saying, don't speed past the period of time you need to be still. That's where you really integrate. That's the integration, right? Yeah. The 3 of Pentacles in your opportunity. The King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. You're trying to come back into balance, Capricorn. I think you're waiting. It feels like love is on hold right now for some reason. And you're just working and collaborating with other people in the meantime, focusing on work. Like I said, a lot of you are transitioning. You're releasing maybe an energy that was very playful and vibrant and just a lot, right? And you're trying to ground back in self and go back to maybe a level of more independence, transitioning in your home life a great deal. But there's just so much that you're trying, like, don't avoid yourself and avoid feeling what you need to feel, okay? I say that with love. Okay, the challenge. Communicating. Oh, your intuition is so blocked, or someone is in your life. There's love that has been reduced from the King to the Page. That's the challenge. There's so much love, but it got lost. You had love for someone, or still have love for someone, or vice versa. I think it's mutual, but it got lost in the communication. Something happened, and now it's like, I think you're trying to communicate with the universe and go within. Your challenge is to go within and get the answers, right? Because there's some sort of block in your intuition right now around your heart space about what it is that you want, Capricorn. What do you want to invest in? I want to see this. What do you want to invest in? I think you've gone through some sort of loss. You want to invest in something that makes you happy. Oh, wow. This King of Wands. You want this King of Wands, but it feels like in order to be with them, it's a battle of wills in the way you both give and receive. I feel like you got yourself someone who's hard to tame. Ugh. It's letting you grow. It's allowing you to grow. This King of Wands, it's like, I want them, but they drive me insane. Or, you know, this friend is incredibly, like, inspiring, but they're a little, let's say, unreliable. You don't know what you're going to get every day. I'm getting that. Like, you have someone in your life that, like, they're very unpredictable. And as an earth sign, I think that it intrigues you. You definitely have a lot of love and desire for this individual. But I think what you don't see coming is that your intuition may be guiding you towards this person yet again. Maybe just energetically, to learn. that part of yourself that needs to be free. Be free, Capricorn. There's something I feel so strongly through this whole reading about your personal wild freedom. Virgo got a similar message of like, yes, is life serious? Yes. Is the state of the world frightening? Yes. Are our relationships and our inner turmoil, are they a mirror, right, to that as well? Yes. But you know what? This is about holding on to the people, places, and things that bring you joy. It may not be the perfect fit, but I think you want to give to someone in your life that you right now have your back turned, but you're like, I want to grow so badly with this person. I want them to stay, but I just don't know how to make it work. You make it work by not forgetting you and your own happiness and your own well-being. You know, energies that are meant to stay in your life will stay. If they're not meant to be in your life. You know, if you have to work really hard to get an energy to stay, I feel so much of your desire, right, to go towards a connection and to give to it. But your ego is saying no, or their ego is saying no. What would love do? What would love really do? Did you forget that? Did they forget that? The last couple of months? What would love do? Right? Love wouldn't block their intuition about their heart space, right? Love and your intuition, if they were really united, there would have been no confusion. There would have been no end. I feel as though either you or someone else forgot about the love. And it's now like, is it too late? Is it too late? This is a very slow-moving energy. It's almost as though sometimes things need to pull apart, to regroup, to regenerate, to grow, to change, to fit back together again. You don't do it to get someone back or to repair a relationship expecting that outcome. You do it for self. You do it. This whole thing was a reflection of what you needed to do inside of you. And that's the thing. We say, well, if they would do this, if they would do that, then everything would be better. Really, it's about if I would do this, if I would do that. What did you forget, Capricorn? You want to speed right past your own energy here. Nurturing your own self in a connection that you shared with someone. You forgot to nurture self, or they did, or both of you did. Or maybe one of you was nurturing it themselves and the other person was just didn't. And now there's this need to really go regroup and be courageous enough to really consider, oh my God, was that my wish? Did I just abandon something that I want back? Or did they just abandon something that they want back? Let's get some advice from Spirit, because I think that's going to help out a lot right now. I feel like there's the challenge is to communicate what your inner knowing is saying around your heart. One of you got way too logical about a situation, and you know what? You can overthink the best, most beautiful connections in your life if you want to operate from fear. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of vulnerability, fear of getting too close, fear of being authentic, you name it, fear, okay? And now there's loss. And you're trying to be logical about it. But you know what? Be emotional about it. What do your emotions say? What do your emotions say, Capricorn? Did one of you forget to fight for the love? Wow. Okay. I get it. You have the Eight of Wands. You have it. Is it 3 times here? No, twice. This communication that's challenging with someone in your life, I think that sometimes the communication gets very confusing, and it's almost as though you don't trust the words that are being said. The exchange of communication, Spirit is saying there's a lot of fears and doubts and insecurities and confusion around opening up and even communicating with someone, because I think you're not sure. I think there's this transition you're going through right now, and a walking away from an energy in your life, but a turning back and going, wait a minute, did I just do the right thing? Did we just do the right thing? Because I really enjoyed this person's playful spirit, but it became a battle of ego, and I got stuck in fear, and they got stuck in fear, and now it's a freaking mess. It's a hot mess. So in order to clear the confusion, you got to go back to the source of the fear that created this in the beginning, which I think you carried into this, and they carried into this fear of loss, this fear of vulnerability, this fear of any beautiful soul connections can wither away. A commitment can wither away if you start dealing from your ego selves instead of the fire passion within that you both carried together. You both shared this. And maybe it got out of control at times. Oh my gosh, Capricorn. I think in order to clear up the confusion, you got to start trusting what the signs and synchronicities are showing you. That's the key. This is also not just communication. This is the spiritual communication. You need to go so deep within and start trusting what your intuition is telling you. Okay, Capricorn? There's a decision point going on right now in your life over what you want to invest in. And the only way to get clear is to go deep. I'm getting a very strong ringing in my ear. I implore you to do as much spiritual work as you can in the coming weeks and months, even while there's a distance here, to really start listening to your intuition about what makes you happy. Who do you want by your side? What do you want that to be like? What do you want that to feel like? Okay? Spirit wants to communicate with you big time. Don't block it because your heart wants to shut down right now. Okay? That's the challenge. All right? Let's get some beautiful, I was telling people, a groovy, magical spirit oracle message for you. I said to shuffle. Oh, I just opened up on growing pains. Growing pains are real, y'all. All life is a growing lesson, right? A lesson in our growth. You're growing. Be gentle with yourself, Capricorn. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. But it's a blessing, right? Acceptance. Acceptance, beautiful spirit. Let's read this. Who got this? No one's got this because I haven't pulled this one. You can let go now. Surrender to what is. Letting go, water, non-resistance. Number 42. Letting go, non-resistance. The emotional realm. I think you're feeling, if you allow yourself, you'd feel very emotional about what has transpired in your life as of late. Okay? Lean into your feelings. Spirit is saying don't bypass them. 43. I think that's the last card. No, 44 is. 43. No, sorry. 42. 42. I'll get it right. Bear with me here. Okay. This is the affirmation spell. I trust the good that is meant for me will find me. It's what I mean. When it comes to what is meant for you, will stay. What isn't will go. Eventually, it will go. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Surrender to the universe and what is. In this space, the end is also the beginning. Some circumstances are like quicksand. The more you struggle to break free, the more you become trapped. If you let go and stop resisting, you may find yourself sinking into a magical cavern just below the surface, a place that holds the very thing you are looking for. The acceptance cards tells you that it is okay. You can let go now. Trust where this will take you. You're trying to change something that cannot be changed with force. Your lack of faith and control is limiting you. Sometimes we seek something to be exactly as we want it to be, or to have something go precisely as we want it to. This is not always the way. In this situation, Spirit has a much better way of taking care of matters. Notice how the bees are supporting and loving you. Pulling the acceptance card can also be a sign that you are desiring something that you are not meant for, or not in the way that you expect. There is something else that will better serve and fulfill you. You may end up finding an unexpected kind of power or outcome. There may be a different path you are meant to take to get to the same destination. Spirit asks you to stop resisting and struggling. This card also tells us that there is magic to be found in our present reality, that if we choose to seek the miracles that are around us now, we will find even more. Appreciation will expand the abundance that is hiding in dark corners. It will unveil the beauty that we were unable to see before. Reflect on or journal about what you could possibly be resisting and fighting the universe for. See if you can determine what your fears are and how you can soothe them to become more faithful instead. Practice a self-guided meditation in which you let go, and in doing so, you are led to exactly where you're meant to be and exactly what is meant to happen. Wow. That is my message for the mid-month of February, Capricorn. Bless you. I really, my heart is with you. I do believe that you're going through a tremendous shift, and release the struggle, okay? All right. Take care.